This oven is really energy efficient because you don't have to pre-bake the biscuit base at all. You just put it on direct on the floor of the oven. There's two vents for the 1000X. There's one vent for the top oven and one vent for the bottom oven. Now, because I'm cooking this baked cheesecake, I want to close that vent and to gently cook it and retain the moisture. Therefore, I don't need any water bath. And that is an added bonus cooking on the ESSE cooker. I'm going to melt the butter on the induction hob. So I'm just going to put it on about 4 while I crush the biscuits for the base. So the butter's melted, which took barely any time at all. And then I'm going to add crushed up biscuits, give a good stir, some butter around the tin, the springform tin, and then just literally pour all the buttery biscuits. Simply crush it down. Right, no fuss, really easy. Then I can now do the filling. Making this cheesecake is like a one-pot dessert. So you've got cream cheese, some sugar, a little bit of corn flour, just to stabilise the filling, and then 4 whole eggs. There's no waste at all. You're using the whole egg. Then you've got the cream. It is indulgent, but it is Easter time. A little bit of vanilla, about a teaspoon. Mix it all together. It just feels so spring-like with all these lovely eggs. It's very nutritious. You can either use an electric whisk or just to finish it, just to get the cream cheese going and smooth. So this is my exercise for the day. There you go, that's beautiful. All ready to pour in. Smooth the top. Cook the cheesecake on the base of the bottom oven and then close the door, and there you go. It would cook about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. Whilst everything's cooking in the oven, I'm going to be preparing this lovely spring rhubarb. The first fresh fruit grown on the farm here, and it's a celebration of spring. Just cutting them diagonally so they look really pretty. It's because it's so super fresh and seasonal, it doesn't need loads and loads of sugar. I love adding orange when I'm cooking this rhubarb. I'm just going to zest it, really economical to use the whole of the orange rather than just the juice. Okay, so I'm just going to squeeze these lovely blush oranges. Look at that, it's beautiful. It matches that lovely pink rhubarb. I'm just going to pour this over. Look at the colour, it's amazing. Don't have to have so much sugar when you're using something like an orange, but I'm just going to put a little bit of honey as well. All local goodness. There you go. And this will bake in the ESSE for about 10-15 minutes. On the base of the oven. The rhubarb is cooked now. It's been in for about 5-10 minutes, and look, it's perfect. So now I'm just going to leave that to cool down. The cheesecake's been in about 50 minutes. I'm just going to leave that to the side to cool. But you just want a little slight wobble because when it gets cold, the cheesecake will set and it will carry on cooking anyway. So the bottom oven we turn completely off while the top oven carries on being on slumber. Now we've cooked everything in the ESSE, we're just going to take out the baked cheesecake and then decorate it with that lovely poached rhubarb. Decorate it, whatever, if you haven't got time, just plonk it on the top. Or like me, I just like to have a little play about. So the ESSE has done all the cooking, and now it's turned to slumber, and it's still warm, so it's giving an ambient heat into the room. And so therefore, why don't you take advantage of it and then dry some clothes on the rack, or just sit by it and just enjoy the heat. But just look at those juices. That's all from the cooking in the ESSE, because it's just not harsh, so it doesn't make any ingredients dry. I hope you've enjoyed watching me cook this seasonal local produce in this 1000X cooker. It's not only energy efficient, but it's an absolute joy to cook with.